For decades, the revolutionary leader enjoyed massive popularity and complete control of the Southern African country. In the early years after independence, his government made significant investments in human capital, delivery of free basic social services, and smallholder agriculture. Thanks to the focus on education, 92% of Zimbabwe's 14 million population is literate, placing it at number 1 on the continent. Agriculture remains the mainstay of the economy despite a slump following a land redistribution exercise in 2000. That land reform program marked Mugabe's fallout with the West. The US, UK and EU all imposed sanctions on Zimbabwe, which Mugabe said were illegal and aimed at removing him from power. Critics have argued that his anti-West stance has come at a huge cost. However, some of his most fierce critics admire his steadfastness.
Robert Mugabe is principled. This is the type of person who says, I will die for this, and they mean it.
A low point in Mugabe's 33-year rule came in 2008 when he lost a first round of voting in presidential elections to longtime rival Morgan Tsvangirai. He later won a runoff, but his ZANU-PF party was forced into a coalition government with the MDC. Mugabe bounced back in 2013, securing 61% of the vote in presidential elections that were given a clean bill of health by the AU and SADC. Some Western governments have refused to accept the result, attracting more taunts from Mugabe.
We are delivering democracy in a platter, on a platter. Do you take it? We say take it or leave it.
He swept to victory by promising millions of jobs and to revive Zimbabwe's economy. Analysts predict this will be Mugabe's biggest test yet. Much needed foreign direct investment is being kept at bay as investors fear the country's indigenization laws. Apart from the economic challenge, Mugabe is also faced with an internal battle to succeed him. It is alleged that there are two factions in ZANU-PF, led by the Vice President and Justice Minister respectively, and they are engaged in a bitter turf war ahead of an elective Congress next year where a potential successor could be elected to deputize Mugabe. In the weeks leading up to this conference, some have suggested that the succession battles could split the party. Now, while this issue may not make it onto the agenda of the conference, some analysts predict that President Mugabe's failure to appoint a clear successor could affect his legacy of being a revolutionary leader. Farai, Mwakutuya, CCTV, Harare, Zimbabwe.